Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another player ratings, Tottenham 2, Liverpool 2 in the game yesterday at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And let's be honest, Tottenham should definitely have won that game with the chances we had and created and the amount of chances. Like, come on, we definitely should have won. But in the end, it was a draw, a disappointing result. But I am super happy with the performance, the best performance so far under Conte, and it's just really great to see. And yeah, I'm just super happy about that. Obviously before the game I would have taken a draw against this Liverpool side who are in good form, you know, whereas Spurs, you know, we haven't played in 2 weeks because of the whole COVID situation and stuff, and our games keep like getting cancelled. So it is kind of, I would have taken a point before the game, but it's just disappointing. The chances, like the clear-cut chances we had, definitely could have won. Yeah, without further ado, we're just gonna get straight into the play ratings. So let's go. So starting off with Lloris, I gave Lloris an 8. I felt like he was very quick off his line, and he made a number of saves, which actually included a save with his feet to keep out Trent Alexander's volley. Brilliant save. I don't know why it didn't get much appreciation from the commentators, but it was a great save, great reaction save. Couldn't have done anything about the two goals we conceded, but overall it was another impressive performance, and he's always consistent. And I just have one more thing to say regarding his contract situation. Tottenham need to offer him a new contract. Definitely deserves it. The way he's performing so far this season, been sensational. Hasn't, you know, put wrong really. And he's been a saviour at times, especially in this game. I also gave Dyer an 8. Defended very well and is continuing his impressive form since the start of the season, playing superb balls behind Liverpool's defence. Also playing as a deep playmaker, which seems to suit him really well. Dyer definitely looks much more comfortable playing in a back three, and being trained under Conte is working wonders because his consistency is improving, solid and assured, looks confident on the ball and nothing got past him. Liverpool struggled to create throughout most of the game, and Dyer was one of the main reasons for that. Davies, I also gave Davies an 8. Solid and composed when defending. This helped keep Salah quiet for the whole 90 minutes. Davies is looking like a new player under Conte, and he's really impressed me with his performances so far. Long may it continue. Sanchez, I gave a 7. There were some good moments, but occasionally he did look a bit jittery when defending. But I do have to give him credit for his sliding tackles that stopped Liverpool in their tracks, especially his superb last-ditch tackle to deny Sadio Mane when it was 1-0 to us. Overall, it was a good display, and his consistency in the Premier League has, you know, improved. Stepping up to plate whilst Romero has been out injured. Have to give him credit for the way he's turned around his performances since Conte took over. Not getting too ahead of myself, but in the Premier League, Sanchez has been mostly solid, so we have to give him that. Moving on to Sessegnon, I gave Sessegnon an 8. Was one of the players that I was like kind of looking out for, because I feel like he just needed to have a great performance, and that he did. It's very encouraging. Defending well and managed to force Trent onto the back foot on a number of occasions. He also put a cross in for Kane at the end of the first half. He done very well to keep Salah quiet for the whole 90 minutes. Literally Salah was just in his pocket, and then after the game he just got empty his pockets, and then Salah would be there along, you know, because Salah really struggled to get past him and have any clear-cut chances. He was always out wide, and he just, you know, I mean, I feel like the only sort of half chance he had was when they got their second goal, and, you know, it is a bit debatable whether that goal should have stood or not. I don't know, because they keep changing the rules, and I don't know. But that was the only chance he sort of had when it, you know, he clipped his hand. But other than that, Was he on the pitch? I don't really remember seeing him, so I'm so happy that he's been able to put that red card behind him and come out with an aggressive performance, taking his chance to show Conte that he can be a great option for that left wing back role. If he can keep up this level of performance, then Reguilon is going to have to up his game. Competition for place is exactly what we have needed. Emerson, I gave a 6. He was definitely fortunate not to give away a penalty for a challenge on Jota in the first half, defended well at times, but struggled to get good crosses into the box when we were on attack. However, there was that one moment where he picked out Kane with a good run and a low cross early on in the game. Overall, a decent display, but he just needs to work on his quality in the final third. If he does this, then he's going to turn into a quality right wing back. Moving on to now, I can't believe I'm actually saying this. Honestly, I feel like I never thought I'd be saying this, but Harry Winks, my man of the match. I know that's a shocker. I give him a 9. Man of the match display, started the game really well. His involvement in Kane's goal was crucial. A big sliding challenge in the Liverpool half, which won us the ball. If Winks didn't make that challenge, then we would have been counter-attacked on and put on the back foot. He was also playing a couple of perfect balls over the top that set us way on attacks. And in the final minutes, he curled a pass which led to Son scoring an equaliser. This was one of his best performances in a long time, and if he can keep up this level of performance, then he may still have a career at Tottenham. I have criticised Winks a lot, but credit to him yesterday for proving me wrong. Still a long way to go, but it's a step in the right direction. I'm definitely not ahead of myself, but it's just great to see Harry Winks put in a man of the match display against a top side like Liverpool. When normally it's like when he's playing the Conference League or, Europa League or whatever. It's just brilliant to see that he can, still put in this level of performance against a good side, even if, they had their players missing, even though we still had a few players missing. But I'm happy with Winks for yesterday's performance. Another player I was super impressed with was Dele. I gave Dele an 8 as great effort put in throughout his time on the pitch. Should have made it 2-0, but Alisson made a great save to turn the shot wide. However, he does need to do better when those chances come along. He did look a bit rusty in some key moments, but he definitely made an impact and put in a real shift. It was good to see a bit of the old Dele in his performance, and hopefully he can kick on now, putting in more displays when he plays. Hopefully he gets a few more chances. Whether, he does end up going in January, who knows. But whatever the sort of situation ends up being, hopefully he can get more game time and, he can, get his move or become another great player for us. But we'll see what happens there. Moving on to Ndombele, I gave Ndombele a 6. A great assist for Kane's goal with a perfect weighted pass into his path. Other than that assist, he didn't really make much of an impact as much as his teammates did, and then he was later on replaced by Skip. However, he showed his quality of the pass to Kane, but needs to do more of that in the whole game to keep a place in the starting lineup. But it was good to see that him showing that quality. Son, I gave Son a 7. Lacked a bit of sharpness in some key moments, but that is understandable due to the circumstances coming into this game. He was very lively from the first minute and couldn't quite steer Kane's pass into net early on in the first half. Had an opportunity as he ran clear, but Alisson grabbed the ball. It would have been offside anyways. He also set up Dele for a big chance, however the keeper saved it. Made no mistake with a shot into the unguarded net from a mistake by Alisson. Son was a constant threat and Liverpool struggled to contain him all game. Showed great effort and determination to track back whenever Liverpool were on attack. Moving on to the final play of the starting 11. And I'm super excited to just discuss his performance, Kane. I also gave Kane a 7. Finally got his long-awaited goal, even though it is his only second goal in the Premier League, but who cares? Who cares? There's still so many games to go, and he could be on that Golden Boot run. Whether he gets it or not, we don't know. But this could be his chance to kick on. But And the relief on his face when that ball went in the net was clear to see. Great strike from Ndombele's pass. He could have scored earlier on, but it was blocked. And also, if his pass to Son was a bit better, then we would have been up. We would have been 2-0 up in the first 20 minutes. Now, should we discuss this challenge? I feel like we could, just address it, give my take on it, So yeah, so that challenge on Robson, which was a lunging tackle. Yeah, in some cases it could have been a red card, but the ref only gave a yellow, and the VR was happy with that, and didn't get him to check it, and was like, we'll stick with your decision, like a yellow card. Don't get me wrong, I've seen challenges like that and they have been red cards. To be honest, he was a bit lucky not to receive a red card, but I feel like the way that Liverpool have sort of gotten decisions against us in the past sort of balance it out. And also, Robertson should have received a red card a previous game when he did that challenge on Tanganga. Didn't get booked for it. So, in the balance of that, I feel like the decision was, it is what it is. But yeah, he was a bit lucky. Let's just leave it at that. It was great to see Kane playing with tons of aggression and not giving the Liverpool players a moment's rest. In the second half, he did have 2 more chances to put us ahead, but was unable to convert. Overall, it was a much better display from Kane. There is definitely more to come. And also, I just had to mention, I loved his celebration when scoring that goal. He still clearly has the desire and the passion to play for Tottenham. I know that has been doubted, previously because of the whole situation this summer, because of the fact that he hasn't really been scoring. But his celebration just put all that to bed, and I feel like we can just, move on from it. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Moving on to the subs. Skip came on game 6. He brought more energy to midfield, replacing Ndombele. He was a bit rusty here and there, but he did, just come back from isolation, so allow it. Mora also came on a game of 6 as well, replaced Dele, and he worked hard for the time he was on the pitch. And Regan also came on, but with only a few minutes to go, so I gave him no rating. But it was good to see Regan back after his little injury, so hopefully he can get back into form as well. Now, finally, moving on to Conte. I gave Conte a 9, even though we didn't win. We definitely should have won. But, a 2-2 draw, we'll take it. His lineup was spot on, which really worked really well, and his tactics worked perfectly from the first minute. A new formation, which helped our forward player get more chances. And we've just got to talk about what Conte has done to his squad. And the short time he's been here, it's been remarkable. The mentality shift, the improvement of certain players like Winks, Davies, Dyer, the character we have shown to get back into games, and this was definitely our best performance under Conte, and it is only up from here. That game was wild, let's be honest. It was just like, don't get me wrong, I was really, really nervous about this game, and honestly, it was really entertaining to watch, probably from a neutral perspective more so. But it was great to see us play some attacking football, create more chances. It was just great to have our Tottenham back with an identity, every player working in the same direction, the team spirit, the desire, the passion, like everything just came together. And even though it was a 2-2 draw, don't get me wrong, it is disappointing that we didn't win, like I've said. But you take the point, move on. We've got West Ham next on Wednesday, 22nd of December in the Carabao Cup. I think it's a quarter-final. Looking forward to that. So predicted lineup will be up for that game tomorrow, and there'll be a wive. There will be a live watch long for that game on Wednesday, so look out for that. It's the last game before Christmas, so hopefully we can bow out. God, that makes me not want to play for a while, but I don't know. Hopefully, we can just get a win just like win just before Christmas. We couldn't get it against Liverpool. So hopefully we can get that against West Ham. It's gonna be interesting to see how we play against West Ham, because last time we played West Ham we lost one, was it like 1-0? I think, yeah, it was like under Nuno, so like Nuno tax. But it'll be interesting to see like difference, like we compare it. So that is gonna be interesting to see. I'm excited, and I feel like every player should be back from isolation. I think they should be back, but we'll see. But yeah, let me know down below your player ratings. I'm on you Spurs. Bye guys.